Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. To say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number 1 versus number 2, and that's really all that needs to be said. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Ducks offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. They sure hope that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Moore. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davison. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Moore with the play fake. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Caught behind the line. It's Hill. Could not make his way to the corner. Always a rare treat to get number 1 versus number 2, particularly this early in the season, guys.
Yeah, just an early test, right? Understand exactly where you are, obviously with big ramifications down the road. But, Jesse, how about knowing where you are to start the season?
You're absolutely right. This is a game that's going to set the tone for both of these teams and also for the entire college football season.
To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The LSU Tigers offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And we get our first look at Sam Levitt. And he's gotten himself right in the middle of the early Heisman race with his performance. This place is roaring, and it's It's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Levin. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Looking for a gap. It's Davison. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Dante Moore. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
It is very tough when you're a secondary player to cover guys for long periods of time. Great job by the secondary, taking away all the options, even when the pass rush didn't get home.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Ducks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Picks up the first down. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's Levin. That's caught. It's Durham. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The give to Caden Durham. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete on the right side. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain its 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete. This size makes so much noise. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field for a big guy. Very, very unique.
Now Oregon will call it second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Here's Durham. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Finds his man, it's Davison. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Here's more to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Levin. Oh, they're after him. Back open in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Back's got it, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Using his legs, it's Davison. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. Final timeout taken here by the Ducks. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. Throwing more. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Rutgers, taking on the number 4 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Scarlet Knights, engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen. Now back to your game inside Autzen Stadium in Eugene. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and bring it back. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Smacks him with the stiff arm. They were lucky to get him out of bounds. What a return as he almost took it for the touchdown. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding an escape route. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Rushes on him. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on him. They get that turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Red pass hits complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the ground to try to move the chains. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Grab behind the line. It's Hooks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll go play action with Moore. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He's going to run it. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. The Ducks have their offense in high gear.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling,
finding some room. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
Moore, play action. Makes the grab. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to go, and he's going to lose yardage on 4th and 2. Handoff, Caden Durham. Got enough for the 1st. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. On 1st down, it's Durham again. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Here's a heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to Caden Durham. Maybe some room here. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here comes the heat. Touchdown LSU! Fired in from the red zone for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And we're not surprised, right? Finding the big fella down in the red area. Like the power forwards, those guys that basically set up shop, rebound, go get it. You know if somebody's on, they can still make the catch. A lot of times they say quarterback's best friend, tight end, especially in the red zone.
Guys, LSU has the lead here, and they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with a first down. The run inside. It's Davison. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. And here comes the offense on second down. Gets the back moving. Moore. He's going to take a shot. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Sends it back in motion. Fourth down, Moore. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Davison. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. DANTE Moore. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Moore will throw. Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Ducks in the hurry-up.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They
deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Middle of the end zone, he's got it!
And you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Green.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. From the 30-yard line on first down. Caden Durham again. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Bringing the heat. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll give it on the counter. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Quick strike through the air for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be brought down. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Moore to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Stewart. And the defense drags him down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Again, it's Moore. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's...
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there, get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game. And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance, but you got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.